All right, so this is pretty much a bad news situation, and it's hard for me to say because I'm a glass half full type of person. But the tariffs are finally starting to hit small businesses really hard, which is what I was afraid of, and I think it's crap. Regardless of which side of the fence that you're on, I mean, this is hot garbage that this is happening, and it is upsetting to say the least. Because of course, in the end, the small guy is the one that always gets hurt. None of these big corporations that have billions of dollars are going to get hurt. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's talk about what's going on, so at least you guys can plan and prepare. And this is going to be fast moving, with the way that this current administration is moving and flipping the coin each day to decide what to do or what not to do. Who knows if this is going to stay? But basically, what is going on right now is there are a bunch of countries that have now refused to ship to the United States. They can't even ship into the United States because of the tariffs. Because basically, the de minimis policy, or however you say that, is basically the policy that allows products under $800 to be exempt from tariffs. Well, that has stopped as of the 29th of this month. That is stopping. So basically, you're going to get tariffed no matter what, and that could be 10%, 20%, 50%. It could be a ton. So basically, countries are now stopping to ship into the United States. So any of the small businesses, any of the small Etsy shops that most of the Etsy shops that are international, a lot of their business comes from the United States. So that kind of stinks because the countries aren't even shipping to us. And then Etsy has removed the ability to ship to these countries as well because they don't have the ability to pay the duty fees up front. So they're removing that ability to purchase shipping labels for these countries because they don't have the ability to do the DDP model, which is deliver duty paid, as they state here. So basically, you pay the duty fee up front. It's calculated, but with the tariffs changing, it becomes really hard. So basically, you cannot ship to any of these countries using Etsy, but they are giving some alternative carriers where you can do DDP up front. So you could still ship to these countries outside of Etsy. You would just have to go through these platforms. Like United Kingdom, you have to go through DHL, UPS. So these are the alternatives here that you can kind of use if you still want to ship from the United States to these countries. You would just have to use one of these. If international orders aren't a big market for you, I would just turn off the ability for people to buy internationally until this gets figured out. If they are a big market for you, you're going to have to figure out a solution, and I'm sure it's going to eat into the profits. This is another reason why you should have decent profit margins, because stuff like this could kill your business.